unshaken faith. The night was dark, and the wind howled like a beast in the wilderness. Naomi pulled her tattered shawl tighter around her shoulders as she knelt by the flickering candlelight. Her small home, hidden deep within the forest, was her last refuge. Persecution had swept through her land, and those who proclaimed the name of Christ were hunted down. Yet she did not waver. She opened her worn-out Bible, the pages fragile from years of use. As she read, her heart clung to the words, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?" Psalm 27:1. Tears welled up in her eyes, but they were not tears of despair. They were tears of trust. She knew that suffering was only for a season, and beyond the storm, there was eternal glory. One night, soldiers came, their torches lighting up the forest like a wave of fire. Naomi heard their boots crushing the leaves, their voices shouting threats. She had two choices: hide in fear or stand firm in faith. She chose faith. Stepping out of her home, she raised her hands and whispered, "Jesus, into your hands I commit my spirit." The soldiers surrounded her, their swords drawn, but something stopped them. A wind, strong yet gentle, swept through the trees. It was as if an unseen presence stood between Naomi and her captors. The leader of the soldiers hesitated, his eyes filled with something she did not expect: fear. "You should be afraid," he growled, but Naomi smiled. "I fear nothing but my God." A silence fell over the group. The wind continued to blow, carrying with it a peace that could not be explained. One by one, the soldiers lowered their weapons. The leader took a step back, his face pale. "Leave her," he commanded. "We cannot touch her." And just like that, they vanished into the night. Naomi fell to her knees, her heart pounding. She had stood in the face of death, but God had fought for her. From that day on, her faith only grew stronger. No matter what trials came, she kept her eyes fixed on Jesus. For she knew the truth: no storm, no persecution, no darkness could ever separate her from the love of her Savior.